Welcome back, Kingsman, to another Napoleon Total War 3 battle. Today we have a very traditional set of armies here. We have the UK, my favorite, of course. You have Austria, Russia, and Prussia, guys. This is a traditional alliance that would unite to fight against France. And of course, as you see, we have three French armies. We have Jeannot, which artillery is already firing. You have Sucket. That's how you say that. Napoleon Bonaparte himself. How did I get... Oh my goodness. It's like Suchet or something like that, I believe. And then you got Wurttemberg showing up. Now, this guy's map I have not seen played before, so I'm very excited to see this. UK kind of simulating as if, on Waterloo when they had to hold and wait for the reinforcements to arrive. Well, that's exactly what they're having to do. They are waiting for Austria and Russia and Prussia to all form over to them. As you can see, they have a lot of flat terrain they're holding in this grove. They have their infantry drawn up behind their artillery. Two, I believe, 9-pounders, no, a 6-pounder and a 9-pounder opening up, I believe, on the general, as he's the only one that he can see. So trying to ensure that he's going to kill the general, maybe. But the French, as you can see, have taken a couple casualties. Sad. It looks like some Swiss units, maybe. Let me zoom out here. And the UK are going to hold this hill. Actually, no. I can't believe this. Guys, I have totally seen this map before. We saw it from the other side where the French were defending against a massive assault, actually a couple videos ago. So this will be very epic to see the defense this time. We had two Royal Sapper miners who put some stakes down to stop Cav from rushing through this grove. And this has been a hotly contested battle before, so it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen here. We got some light dragoons coming forward, kind of trying to scout the French army. As you can see, the French are bringing some really good units, a lot of infantry that can form square. That is going to help them in the long run. A lot of Swiss units, actually. And some Polish units as well. You see the Legion. Oh my goodness, these infantry, these Swiss infantry are just... The UK are like, this is what you get for caving and folding, going for the Napoleon side of things. How dare you? But as you can see, Austria is right here, actually setting over their cav first. The Hussars, Chevaliers, Dragoons, and of course some Cuirassiers. You know what I mean. You know it. Also, their infantry, which is bringing some grenadiers, some Jaegers, I see, just a lot of light infantry, actually bringing some light infantry that can form square at least, and that is not always a priority, but it is good to have a couple at least. Spread them out through your line, that way you can back up. Prussia is bringing all their infantry along this road, and then all, of course, their cav. Oh my goodness, Landwehr, you have some Cuirassiers, Hussars, some Lancers as well, it looks like. The UK also setting some cav over here, some light dragoons, trying to see if they're going to get flanked as Wurttemberg is pushing up some of their light cav as well. I think this is like a Hussar unit of sorts, I believe. I don't know a lot about Wurttemberg, though. Over here, UK is pushing out. They started to see some dragoons from France over here, so they're going to try to be a little cautious as their cav will not be as good. This cav, at least, is not that good. Their heavier cav is probably sitting way further back. Some dragoons. Actually, I don't see a lot of the better cav that they can bring. There it is. I knew they'd bring some. You can't... One does not simply play Russia and not bring the heavy cav to compete with France. The one who has cav that can not really compete with France as well is UK, although they have brought two really good units. The Royal Scots Greys. I always think of that Napoleon Waterloo battle where he sends in the Scots Greys, and he's like, well, match them with our Lancers, And then the Royal Horse Guard, the Blues. And looks like they have some light calves sitting back here maybe to defend their guns. They have, of course, the Grasshoppers spaced between their artillery pieces. Artillery getting excellent shots off, just blasting these French infantry who are just continually pressing forward. I like the mixture of Polish and Swiss infantry mixed into this French army. I love that. So over here, it looks like France is actually falling back a little bit, interestingly enough. I mean, they can definitely take these Russian cav units. I mean, 2 dragoons, you know, they're, let's see, who we got over here? Hussars. I mean, over there, yeah, I can understand falling back, but I mean, you have infantry backing you up. We have some artillery over here, though. Some 12-pounders. And Napoleon still way back here with Socket. I don't know. One of you correct me in the comments, please. It's embarrassing. Oh boy. So Prussia, they have the mass, not as good of quality, but they are just going mad for this left flank, or right flank on the coalition side. And looks like France and Wurttemberg are going to put their horse artillery up and maybe just try to hold around their guns. They are outnumbered, and their cav may be a little better than some of the Prussian cav, but they can't probably take on all of these numbers, especially for the heavy cav. Now, I would watch out for this horse artillery. They're going to go for your heavy cav, Prussia. They're going to go for it. So just be cautious of that, because you don't want to lose this cav. It's a very good cav unit. Now, like I said, guys, this is a solid defense. Oh my goodness, the artillery from France now starting to shoot these poor grasshoppers. Only taking out 2, so maybe they shouldn't go for the lights. Maybe they should go for these columns. You know, something like that. Because you're not going to kill a whole lot of infantry. These poor grasshoppers, there's 2 of them. One here and one here. That's it. But oh my goodness, they're actually going to break a French line infantry before they even make it here. Look at this.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Hill, Daddy Hill. I like how Roland Hill, he's holding the hill. Roland Hill holds the hill. No, but the Scots Greys and your dragoons are going to be under attack. See, what he did here was he put the stakes here because he's worried about cav running through the trees and being hidden, and then hitting his artillery where he can't form up. But he can see him over here, so that's really wise of him. Oh my goodness. The problem is France is waiting. Maybe that's wise. I don't know. Austria, you can tell me in the comments if you think that's wise to wait. Because now Prussia and Austria are going to be here to help defend this hill. And, I mean, Russia is still pretty far away. Russia's going to be a late game, probably, faction here. But, I mean, Austria's going to be holding on this hill as well. And so far, the UK has made a solid position here. Their artillery just doing so many kills. If not mistaken, they have blasted this infantry into oblivion. Excuse me, guys, sorry. Little congested allergies, I think, or something like that. But, I mean, France is losing so much infantry already, and they haven't even engaged yet. So they're going to fall back now. But they've lost almost 1 whole regiment. I mean, there's 60 men left at 111. Okay, that's it. I mean, they lost 11 men there. Almost every unit, I feel like, has lost some men already, and they're not even engaged in a line fight. I mean, these infantry suffered heavily just standing here. But I think now they have decided they have to advance. The coalition has an advantage. They have the higher points right now. They have all these 1-pointers over here, unless France is advancing on this road to take them out, and then Russia will have to meet them. This is going to be, once again, the focus of this battle. And like I said, France is advancing. Here we go. Wurttemberg is going to advance on the hill. We have some cav light dragoons scouting ahead. They want to see, but France is going to maybe take some Mamelukes and maybe try to flank them. Although, this is a little bit of a ballsy move here. Some light dragoons going for some artillery. And does France have someone guarding their artillery pieces? Because if not, they are in big trouble. They do have some infantry over here that's shooting at these cav. I don't think France has anything. That is bad. That is a ballsy move, and it is going to pay off, guys, as there's no cav around. The cav is way over here. Oh my goodness, this is huge. They're going to hit 1 artillery piece and then go for the other one. Some infantry is running over here trying to just... Oh no. So what they're going to do is try to break this one, then run back for this one. Oh, that was... Maybe they should have just gone for this 1 artillery piece, as their cav is going to break... Oh, they still hit a couple. And that may actually still break them. That may... Oh, it broke them. And all this cav rushes over a little too late. Now this artillery can't move up if needed, and artillery can blast this area as all this cav is here. And I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to focus on it. They're going to try to make sure that these guys pay, the Light Dragoons pay. It's worth it to sacrifice that 121 unit of cavalry. That was huge. And now Austria and Prussia are going to form up on either side. France should have been pushing on this flank. Of course, they didn't know that there was anything there, but they, should have pushed up. As now Austria has reserves, they have a battle line here, and France is weak in the center. They still have some reserves back here. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe, I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe they're keeping some in reserve. This artillery is blasting this artillery. Or, oh my goodness. My dyslexia. This artillery is blasting this cav, and they're in a nice long column for this artillery from the UK. No, but over here, I thought Prussia maybe would do something. I think they're just trying to intimidate France into falling back, which I think worked. And now Prussia is going to advance their infantry up. And this battle is going to heat up around this area. And so the battle will commence even more. This French infantry is going to get blasted by some Austrian artillery 3-pounders. This has just been so unfortunate for this French alliance. Usually the French, I think, are doing very well. Oh my goodness. So this is actually bad for the UK. Their artillery has an angle of the hill just so that the French can attack this position. And you may notice, yes, I had to go fix my cursor. I realized I didn't have it selected. So, sorry about that. But now you can actually see what I'm gesturing to. So the UK hopefully is going to notice that they need to just focus over here because the artillery ain't working. It is not working. It's broken over here. They have some Royal Sappers and some foot guard. This is a small unit of foot guard, but... Oh, they're in the house. I just realized that. But here is Prussia, finally, just in the nick of time. They should maybe push up a little bit more. Maybe not. I don't know. The house may be actually excellent, but they're going to push up some artillery. Coalition working well together, having some cav to support. Here comes Russia. And Russia may be having a pivotal role here, guys. They may be the one that swings around and hits the flank of the French. And this is why I love Napoleon Total War 3 battles. What is France doing over here? Are they going to be defensive? Because, I mean, there's just a lot of infantry forming up way over here. This is really odd. This may be a very long battle. Because they're just so far back. I usually don't see people playing so far back. Usually you're advancing. I mean, they have to know that this is if this is a strong position, you don't want to assault it unless you have your allies up. So maybe sit back and wait for your ally. Talk to your ally. Be like, hey, come and help us. They can take this hill. I believe that France definitely can. They have a lot more infantry now. Napoleon's Imperial Guard Imperial, the Trilliers, the Voltigeurs. This is really good infantry, guys. These guys can do a lot of work. The Chasseurs, artillery as well, pushing up. This could be the attacking force. But they are already advancing on this hill. I do like that they're not sitting back. It's too easy to just sit back and just defend a hill. And that's what usually you find happening in Napoleon Total War 3 battles. Not Napoleon Total War 3 battles, I should say, in the vanilla or other mods. The nice thing about Napoleon Total War 3 is that there are LOCs that you have to take, so you kind of have to attack. You can't just sit back and be like, come and get me. Go, come get me. But over here, this Swiss-Polish army is still trying to get in place. I mean, I can understand not wanting to attack. This is a very strong position. But like I said before, guys, the LOC is kind of in the coalition's favor right now. They have these one-pointers they can run back to, and I'm surprised Russia didn't put anybody there. They probably were just like, yeah, we'll fight it out, and if we lose, we lose. But right now, the coalition is sticking together. And in fact, Russia can easily hold this town. That's excellent. Hold on this side of the town, maybe. They will break up their formation going through the town to attack you. But the French are kind of isolating themselves. The coalition is sticking together, and that's kind of good teamwork. Sticking together, knowing when you need to. Look at this teamwork. Oh, we got some cavalry who charged maybe for these light infantry. Didn't seem to work very well. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so some Mamelukes went in and some dragoons pushed them back. They were watching for it. France tried to pull a sneaky one on them and get the guns, because that's going to make it very difficult for them. Instead, they lost their cav, unfortunately, and they almost got the guns. Almost did, guys. They forced the artillery to stay there. They can't limber up. Oh, here we go. More light dragoons going for the artillery, but they're probably going to get crushed by these dragoons from France. Maybe they will, take out a general? Will they? No. General got away. So over here, here's the other French army. Oh my goodness. So the other French army's over here, and Prussia and Austria kind of forming up. Even Russia is sending over some of their better cavalry to kind of compete. If they can win on this side, they can capitalize on the cav, as there is a Cuirassier unit and a Lancer unit. And it looks like actually this heavy cav has been hurt a lot, but they're going to charge in, guys, and France may not be paying attention, but here we go. Epic cav battle, epic cav fight. I love it when it's just focused. Oh no, they did a flanking charge on their own men, and look at this cav just got blasted. Who is going to win this? France is looking very, very strong right now. Oh no, this is bad. The general was nearby, which is probably why these Cuirassiers held, but if they can surround this one cav unit, that could be huge. They need to break it. They have more reserves pouring in. More cav now rushing over. Some dragoons going to go against some hussars. That's definitely going to break the Prussian cav. This is an all or nothing, guys. If they can break this heavy French cav, they can win. France doing an excellent job of flanking around, hitting these heavy Russian cav units. They can do this, I believe, if they just flank this or go for a general. Something. Let us just see how this plays out. There's a general nearby, I believe. Or maybe not. Maybe they're doing it without a general. Either way, they actually took out a general. Sochet. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna... Luis. There, that's what I'm gonna say. Luis. They took out Luis, and now this Cuirassiers lost their general, so they are going to not be very happy, and they're about to get charged on all sides. They are exhausted, shaken, surrounded. It's over for them. Now, they did break a lot of coalition, but I believe that is over. Now, of course, this line battle on the hill, Prussia is engaging France. This is going to be I suspect France is going to win this little engagement. They're going to need reserves, because Prussia is not bringing the best infantry here, and this is the best of the best for France. But France is kind of just attacking on one side at once, which this is kind of the weak side. I would like to see Prussia maybe double stack a little bit here, or have Austria double stack for them, because, like I said, Prussia needs that boosted morale. They have a general back here, but, I mean, they're using their numbers. Don't get me wrong, they're using their numbers. Finally, I think this Cuirassier unit is going to break, but not before they have broken a lot of coalition cav. So, is it a victory? That is the question. They are wavering. Is it a victory? A true victory? Now, over here, these lights and infantry are trying to shoot at someone in the house. This house is going to provide excellent protection for these, skirmishers. These grasshoppers are going to just pour in the volleys. They have really good accuracy. They are super close. And I believe there's an artillery piece right here from Prussia that is going to just fire point blank at Wurttemberg, forcing them to fall back very easily. Prussia holding strong for now, and they have one on this flank distracting a whole French army. France should not pursue a bunch of cav. What do they think? They should go around here, attack Prussia. You can form square. Don't worry about this cav. It's only 3 cav units left. So, that's how I would do. And I'm never going to criticize a player because everyone plays differently, and I've made plenty of mistakes myself, but this is just my opinion, you know. I like this push now. I think... I hear some cav. Uh-oh. these Hussars better get their butts out of here as they're getting hit by another... Oh, no. It's over for them. They are not paying attention. And they are going to get hit by... they're going to get clapped by these Grenadier Cheval, too. So it's over for that French... Or that unit of Cav. Now, here we go. I don't know why France is doing this. None of these guys can form square. These guys are exhausted. I wouldn't charge them in. But at this point, they are wasting 5 units that could be pushing on the flank here. Let us see how it's going. Wurttemberg has lost, and friendly artillery fire shooting these French, and they're going to fall back now, as actually they did terrible here. Prussia just using the massive numbers to just drive them back, as they had way more infantry to hold. And now Prussia's going to reform as they have a concerning flank here of French units. Now over here, this artillery is getting focused down by some French artillery, but it's going to be very difficult to drive them back artillery v artillery, you know? So I'm not too concerned about that. I like this push, though. This is where the action is going to happen. Austria and Russia just being like, you know what? If they're not going to do anything, we have the hill we can fall back to. Let's attack. This Swiss player they're sitting way back. They're like, come get us. So, you know what? They're gonna attack them. This battle's not even halfway over. And already have some epic fights going on. Artillery still, one of the artillery pieces that are left is going to start firing. I will start focusing on this army right here. I don't think that France has a lot. In fact, France, I know they had units over here. They need to advance those units over here, because this army right here is not going to hold against this army. It just feels like the coalition has the advantage right now. We have some cav also going up here, gonna maybe charge some guns. These Grenadier Cheval need to charge right now, which they are gonna do, but maybe they're not gonna make it in time. And this is gonna be bloody for the artillery piece, as they maybe are going to waver and break. But will Austria break first? I think a general didn't inspire a rally, but ooh, they're wavering. They are wavering and they break, and that was worth it for these Prussian cav, these Ulanen of sorts, these lancers. They did what they needed to, and now they can run away, retire in not disgrace. So I like at least how France is like, okay, I gotta stop this. But they are just getting surrounded by Austria and Russia. And Russia is actually, Austria should move up with them. They are actually going for this side. And there's nothing here. Where's the other French army? I see basically 3 French armies. Where's the 4th? It's like the French armies aren't really talking. This artillery is opening up.
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
Oh, I disagree. I definitely disagree with that statement. But this is a strong push. Wurttemberg and France are pushing on Prussia. In fact, Prussia maybe needs to fall back to this hill and hold right here. Force them to overextend and they'll funnel your reserves over there. In fact, the UK is like, oh shoot, they're attacking only over here, not attacking over here, and Russia is going to fill in that gap anyway. In fact, Austria, move your men up, you know. They could overwhelm them. It's being more of an even battle here, which, don't get me wrong, I love even battles. Oh man, this is just going to be nasty. The Swiss are going to be like, well, we regretted joining the French. And Poland's like, oh, you think? We got forced into this. Oh, that's a cool skin for these units. They are going to start pouring in those volleys, and, well, they're going to fall back now. I'm not sure what they're thinking or what their plan is, but maybe they're realizing Russia isn't... Oh, that's why. See, if I look at the minimap, here comes the rest of the French army. Russia needs to swing around here and just join up with that battle. Over here, it's like Prussia's listening to me. No, I'm just kidding. Prussia is falling back here. They're going to use this slight slope. Make sure they don't get outflanked here. Use the slope, you know? They have the advantage of using slope. Now France is being very smart here, circling around. Russia has some cav over here, some dragoons, and a really heavy cav unit as well, so they're able to capitalize on that. That's concerning to see. Grenadier Cheval moving up. They're going to go for this artillery. I'm calling it now. Let's watch these glorious cav charge here. Here we go. Cap charge, cap charge. Yes. Oh, Prussia saw it. Sneaky. And they are going to go in, but this infantry is going to take a bullet and form square. Oh my goodness. That is bad. Oh my goodness. They may actually still hit this artillery piece though. But it's going to really hurt them, as now they're going to be pushing themselves on a square and get charged. Oh, friendly charge here on the grasshoppers. Take them on, though. Come on. Take them on. You can do it. So over here, it's still, they're starting to form up in Russia.
Now they must break.
Oh, artillery. Wait, no. Russian lancers. Oh, man. They killed the general. The Grenadier Cheval were out. Shame on them, and now they're going to break because they got charged in the back and lost their general. Now over here, Russia has swung some of their troops over here to help this Austrian line still. And now France probably has two armies over here. They are going to hold on this hill. And like I said, guys, they are separated. Totally isolated. Russia is coming around on the flank. And now France is in trouble on this flank. They did get rid of the Prussian artillery. Oh, we got some cav play over here. Some hussars going to rush it against heavier cav. Some dragoons. And like I said, the heavy cav of Russia, which is easily going to break them if they can catch them, as now they're going to run, maybe pull them into the infantry. But instead, I think they're going to fall back here. They have the cav advantage here. And I like how the maneuvering, trying to get on the flank, trying to find a chink in the armor, and instead, they are becoming even more separated from their ally. But at this point, you have to fight. You have to just deal with the card you've been dealt. You know. Oh, these Grenadier Cheval did come back, and they are probably going to go for some Russian cav here. But the Russians can run away. They're a lot faster, and they're still... Oh, they're going for the artillery piece here. Going to break them and just keep running for the next one. And break the Russian... Or the Russians are going to break the French artillery. Maybe break these Grenadier Cheval. Who knows? So this fight has been for the hill, all the way around the hill now. It started over here, and it's just circled around. This is probably a more even fight here, because it's less of a slope. Oh, these Grenadier Cheval are going to get surrounded, hit them from both sides. You can break them. Look, they're shaken, they're exhausted. They can break these Grenadier Cheval with some Lancers and some, what are these? Like, I believe these are Hussars. So this battle hasn't really kicked off. I think that Austria and Russia know if they defeat the other side, they can just take them piecemeal on this side. So they're sitting back, letting Russia and Prussia and a little bit of Austria and the UK, actually. I love the teamwork. This battle has been all about the teamwork. This coalition has done an excellent job. Now, of course, the French have done a good job. Wurttemberg and this French player are working very well together, kind of trying to fight. They're dealing with 3-4 factions all at once, so doing an excellent job. Is this a bayonet charge? Please be bayonet charge. I love bayonet charges. Now, they're just going to form up here. Look at this line, though. See, two different battles on the same map, and they both turn out differently. This is why I love Napoleon Total War 3. The maps are so big that you can fight in totally different sides of the map. Over here, France definitely has an advantage. They are pushing on that advantage. But the UK are showing up. If these muskets would actually work for them. There we go. Fought into them, boys. Oh, artillery. We got the horse artillery now. 8-pounders firing. That is going to help even these odds. And France has some extra. Ooh, wait. More cap. Oh, I'm going to miss it. I'm missing it. So over here, France is not the one to start this off. Austria and Russia are. They are advancing. These guys cannot form square. So that may be huge. The Dragoons could definitely maybe break them. Russia needs to watch out for that. Move some cav over to reinforce it. But France is going to be getting outgunned here. We have some really good Russian infantry here. These musketeers. And we have the Guard, of course. This is an excellent unit. These guys are going to do work, I hope. I hope to see them really work. And, yep, here we go. Some Dragoons charge again. Of course, they are going to be hit by some light cav from Hussars, basically, from Russia. And they have a bunch of units caught on the wrong side of this infantry that are going to get stopped. And this actually could cause them to break. Back over here. Oh, my goodness. What happened? Did they go for a bayonet charge? What happened? I missed it. Let's leave the trail of dead bodies. They were getting really close, or they were trying to go for a bayonet charge against Grenadiers and Chasseurs and Grenadiers and Voltigeurs. That is not going to go well. So France has an advantage on this side. They have really good units. This battle is not over by any stretch of the imagination. They do have a bunch of reserves, and I think Austria is going to work on this flank here, as it is a better flank for them by far. And actually, the artillery is really hurting this UK line. Yikes. This could go badly for them still. Over here, the French have stretched their lines out a little bit more. The morale won't do as well. Now, they do have excellent morale. So we will see a lot more French cav now over here. We have some Cuirassiers and Dragoons going up against, some Hussars. Oh, which are getting caught by some stray bullets here and there. So, if they lose this battle, the French could still pull this off. Now, the UK are starting to break here, but they're throwing in more reserves. Over here, Russia is now just trying to hold Prussia. This is bad, guys. This is bad. Prussia is going to start breaking. They need to swing back to this hill. They need to fall back maybe a little bit. Oh man, that's not going the greatest for them. They do have this Guard unit, which is forming square, and maybe they're going to pour a volley in. Oh, that is gorgeous. Good old Guard. Such a large unit. And actually, they're now going to fire both ways here, and now they're going to stop. Oh! They're pulling the Cuirassiers maybe in, but they're not, actually. So over here, I think that the Russians and Austrians have the advantage. They have the cav advantage. Over here, I would say that the French have the advantage with the really good units if they can utilize them properly. They are attacking up a hill, and they're going against a heavily larger force than them. They can do this, guys. Tirailleurs.
Our men are running, sir.
Some cav went in for a charge against some Hussars. It broke, but look at this. I think they were trying to get really close, and they were going to try to pour a volley in. Instead, they're going to be the ones who are going to get tricked. But Austria is pushing on this flank, and that is very good to see. Trying to even the stakes here. The UK is now going to form in this one little area, maybe form some more columns, that way their infantry hold longer. And the maneuvering's been pretty good on both sides here. This battle is not even, I'd say like maybe halfway over. Ooh, here we go. We got a cav going for the artillery piece. Oh, just barely sneaking by here. Hitting a square and hitting the artillery, but they are going to break. But the artillery is wavering as well. Are they going to break them? Nope, they almost did. They almost did. Oh, look at this. Their infantry are now advancing so much closer. Oh, wow. This is a good place for this artillery piece. At a 6-pounder, getting nice and close. Finally getting into this battle. You can start blasting the Swiss. But watch out for this French cav. These Dragoons are going to go for your artillery, and that's going to be a waste. And they have no cav to defend it. So either they got to hope to get a blast of artillery. Oh
Our
no.
men are running, sir.
The artillery is gone. Here we go. Here's some more French cav going to stop the Russians. As they need to help stabilize this battle. France is starting to break over here. They're wavering right here, as this just superior firepower. The UK, the Brits have some really good accuracy, and it's starting to tell. They break the cav, and now Russia doesn't have any, or France doesn't have any cav over here, and some of their units are really starting to get petered down. There's 44 units left. Over here, the artillery piece got maybe a volley off before they broke, and now France, these dragoons, have defeated the artillery. But look at this. These French Swiss units are starting to get kind of just thinned down just over the rapid and successive volleys of the Russians. And France is starting to get in trouble here. They took out their... Oh, here come reserves. A little too late, maybe. But we got some French reserves coming over here. Maybe they can join in the battle and try to help hold. But here come the Russians going maybe from Wurttemberg. Some of these units cannot form square. Nope, instead they're going for... Yeah, these guys can't form square over here. If they can break these guys, it'll cause these guys to waver. And this is what you need to focus on. Get your infantry nice and close while they're dealing with the cav. And they're going to break these units easily. If they break this one, it'll make this guy waver. And if they break him, it makes this guy waver. And then you hit him. These guys can't form square. It's probably too small of a unit. Over here, some more cav trying to do hammer and anvil probably against these Austrians. And actually, they have some units trying to go for this house against these Jaegers. So if they can take the LOC, maybe they can win the LOC victory. But once again, guys, look at this. They are separating the Allies. Wurttemberg is starting to break. And like I said, guys, it's going to start causing a chain reaction. It will cause these guys to break. It's going to cause these guys to waver. And then they may break. And it's going to cause them all to waver and break at this point. Do a bayonet charge. That's what I would do right now, as this could be huge. If you can break this infantry, all this elite infantry, you can cause a whole
This building has
fraction.
fallen to the enemy.
Oh, did they take it? They did take it. They took it. Some more Russian cav going in, but at this point, it's not going to do that well. But I think they're going to get nice and close. And, yep, they're going to bayonet charge a square. That's what you want to do. If you see enemy forming square, charge with the infantry. They are not going to hold up. But actually, Russia's bayonet charge is backfiring on them. So this could easily change one direction or another. I mean, oh, man, these are such good units. All right, I got to go over here. I got to make sure I'm not missing out in the action. France is still trying to fall back, trying to hold. They've sacrificed one of their Swiss units. Russia is still swinging around the flank. Here are the reserves here who are going to now push up against Russia. Russia's going to have to hold over there. This battle's still very dead even. Over here, I think that France is realizing they need to fall back a little bit. So they are regrouping, maybe going to regroup with the rest of their main army here. Some Jaeger skirmishers broke to some cav. This is a small unit of hussars. And I don't think there's a whole lot of cav left for the coalition. So either Austria and UK need to fall back to higher up on this hill, or they need to push forward. But right now, you can see a little bit of isolation on each side. If they can focus on one of these and not the other, they could do really well. Wurttemberg is double stacking here, trying to boost the morale of the men, make them hold, stand and fight. Over here, these are fresh French units. That's like a tongue twister. Fresh French units. The Guard, forming a square, trying to hold against these Cuirassiers. This is a really strong unit. Still in this fight. They actually did a solid charge before these guys could form square. Now they're going to get charged in the back, and this Guard is going to maybe get some volleys off. And in fact, they are going to push forward here. Keep working the flank of this French faction. And it kind of looks like it's a standing your ground at this point. Austria is standing their ground. They have the numbers. They can still win this. They do have some line infantry that are wavering. They're shaken. They've lost a lot of men, actually. They have 50 left. UK is starting to lose their infantry. They don't have the range. Their range is 65, and actually they're getting focused by artillery. That's not good to see ever. So we got some more. They could hit these stakes and not notice it. This could be a big win. Oh my goodness. This is going to break this cav unit. Well-placed spikes by the UK player. They broke a cav unit that was going to go for their artillery without even having to do anything. I'm really surprised. These were fresh units. Maybe they were running. I don't know. They were fresh units, and now they are breaking against more... They were outnumbered by 1, and now the French are falling back, probably to this hill. There's a lot of cav in the back lines, and actually they're probably trying to exhaust this Crusader unit, as they can move a lot faster than a C1. And these guys are active now. If they can run them down later when they're exhausted, they can break them very easily. Over here on this hill, still a fight, and actually, this is wise. They are falling back, guys. They are going to fall back. I would say that is an excellent strategy. Fall back, maybe force. See, France is kind of pushing themselves up here. They are pushing themselves into a trap. Can't they see this? The UK are sitting right here, and they're just going to push straight forward. Yeah, they're going to push. Oh, no, they're going to fall back. They're falling back now. I was going to say, they can swing around this flank and totally annihilate, 5 units of French? And then it's going to be a much smaller army facing them. They got artillery still here, which is actually going to break another landwehr, which is an excellent use of focus on their morale. Won't be as good, and if they break, it's going to cause a debuff. We got some Grenadier Guard from Wurttemberg, kind of helping to bolster the morale, cause a buff in the morale. Over here, France is followed back. They are running. These dragoons went in for some Austrians. An excellent unit too. But look at this. We got some line infantry sitting right here, and they are just going to pump volleys in at close range. Every shot will tell. And, okay, well, maybe save your hussars. Maybe just, it's a thought. Save your hussars. I think France is probably going to lose this side. They don't have the units. They can play it safe, though. They maybe can win. Over here, I suspect that the coalition is going to win. Prussia's done excellent this time. I mean, they've done a really good job. They have their general up here with his tufted hat, sitting up here, inspiring his men. Stand fast, men. This field of dead on this hill. The artillery, there's no cav to take out this artillery, so now Wurttemberg just has to stand back and just take these volleys, which are going to do damage on an 8. Oh, wow. Going for a general here. Possibly.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, I hear the UK maybe losing some men. Oh, yeah. They're trying to take this LOC back. But they can always go for the 4-pointer with this army. Over here, the cav, these Crusaders are just going in along with some infantry here. If they can break all of this is the Russian guard right here. I'm afraid that it's not going to matter. They're throwing in hussars. They're throwing in their infantry. I don't think they got what it takes. I think the Russians are just too strong for them now, as they are now starting to break here. And Russia, victorious, is going to push forward. And these Swiss are wavering already, and they're going to probably break. Garde de Paris. These hussars are trying to hold, but this side is gone, which means it just sealed their death sentence, and they're going to take this 4-pointer, which it means that this 4-pointer isn't going to matter. They take this 4-pointer, they have the 2-pointer, it's not going to matter. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a losing battle, but they're sticking to it. I like how they're not just falling back. They're just trying to fight, you know, stick it out. These infantry have held for so long. They have done such a good job of trying to make it on this side, but, I mean, their dead are littered. They're dead. They're walking over dead comrades they've spent years with. And this line battle is going to be a death sentence, unfortunately. These units maybe want to start, you know, making themselves have more of a column if they want to hold. Look at this. Look at this officer. Oh no, the officer has died. The bugler's like, I got this, man. Inspire. Hit that rally button. It's probably going to lag as I'm too close. But as you can see, guys, they are starting to waver. It's going to be over for them, unfortunately. France tried going for the four-pointer. It's not going to matter as this French army over here is getting surrounded. And is going to break here. Got some more calves still rushing over. Pay no mind to my toddler in the background. He's having a bit of a, a rough day. So we have... I just realized most of my recordings are probably going to have a child in the background. But, you know. I'm not going to apologize for having kids. It's kind of part of the... I don't know. I can't talk. But anyway, back to the really important stuff right now. We have Austria kind of working still with Russia, pushing on France, and France is, I think, going to rush back to this LLC. I would fall back this way to the road, maybe move faster and not get volleyed. Either way, that's the last defense for them. It looks like this French army has broken. They're going to get hit by some foot guards, the Scots, who are like, yeah, remember us? Actually, I don't know why they remember them, but... France and Wurttemberg are disengaging, and I think they're going to try to hold by this LOC. They have realized they are not going to take this hill. The coalition held. The coalition held their ground and refused to move. Oh my goodness, we got more cav. This infantry needs to be really careful here. These dragoons are going to go for the artillery, and actually, yeah. Instead, oh man, they're going to probably take out the Sempener. It's no big deal at this point. I mean, it's not going to matter. They're going to hit a square. It probably will break these dragoons, but at the same time, it's going to break an artillery piece or two, and maybe they'll hit a general. Maybe they'll take out.
Our men are running, sir.
They'll take out Karl von Österreich. They're hitting a square. I don't know if they paid attention to that, but they're probably going to make it out of there unscathed. France is still doing a last stand. They're going to go for this hill around this house, so this battle is kind of going to take a brief pause as everybody kind of forms up for their last stand. I'm going to fast forward and skip ahead to when the fighting gets good. And actually... we have some infantry already rushing into the house. The guard going in, trying to take on these French units. And actually, okay, now they're doing a good job. At first they were starting to waver here, but that's a guard unit, you know. They should, this cav is trying to slow them down so they can't attack. And if they take this house, guys, they can hold this LOC till the rest of their troops arrive. Oh man, are they going to take it before the French make it? French are rushing in. They're desperate to take this house back. This guard is exhausted. They are taking it, but I don't think it's going to be soon enough. I think the French are going to take it back, as they have some units who are going to rush in. They're wavering. Oh, can they do it? Who's going to make it, guys? Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, they took it just in time. And now they're going to be holding as French assault the house. Look at this guy. He has a long pole. Oh my goodness, that's so loud. But here come the reserves. France is not going to be able to really... If these guard can just hold the house long enough for their infantry to get here, then it's not going to matter. If they hold the house, then the coalition doesn't have to try taking it again. On this side, it's just a race to the LOC. And actually, Austria is going to make it here before the reinforcements do. And they're going to surround this force here. So I'll keep an eye on that, and we'll get to it when it gets there. Over here, Austria. Ooh, this cav could charge these guys as they're coming into the house. You know? This guard, I said I expected great things from them. They are holding this house, guys. They are stopping a whole French relief army. Look at this. Not only that, but this cav is supporting them. They are confident they can hold this. They are very tired. And here goes Austria. They're rushing to the relief. Can the guard hold? That is the question. Can they hold long enough? I think they are going to hold. This guard saved lives today, guys. They saved lives and caused the French to not be able to take this LOC. And France is gone over here. Well done by that guard unit. I mean, that was an excellent play by the French. Now, I hope these dragoons, you know, come back over here and don't make this battle last for an eternity. We got some Scots now going, and they're like, this is our land. You know, this is going to be ours. But, ooh, this could be bad for them. They could break here. They're shaken, and probably going to start falling back here. And Austria is going to form up here. Prussia is going to as well. Look at this. There's just too many. Wurttemberg and France don't have what it takes at this point. They don't have enough men to defend this. They're going to get surrounded and shot to pieces. Now, it looks like actually Austria may be trying to do a bayonet charge of this house. That's maybe a little risky. I don't know. Oh, no, they're going to go for bayonet charge on these Normandies. Oh, my goodness, that's going to cause them to break instantly. And, uh-oh. Austria may be throwing their advantage away here. Austria is throwing away their advantage so fast. This is such a solid defense that France is making. They're gritting their teeth and holding on. Bayonet charge by Wurttemberg is going to end in disaster. They're not even going to make it. See, 5 brave souls tried to make it, and now they're going to get bayonet stabbed. Or stabbed by bayonet, you know. Oh, or neck broken. Yikes. So Wurttemberg is gone. Wurttemberg is gone. Ooh, this Guard Imperial. This Grenadier Guard is trying to hold, but they are also going to break. They are tired, exhausted. They have lost their general, lost most of their units. And even though Austria lost some infantry here, they still have some left. And actually, looks like they broke some infantry here. That Normandy infantry that held that first time did not hold this time. And now, the last stand, the true last stand, I said last stand several times, the true last stand of the UK, the true last stand of France is here. I mean, France has a couple infantry units, but they kind of are going to have to hold somewhere. I think they're worried about getting flanked.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Well, these guys have done an excellent job of shooting. I wonder how many kills they're going to get. The grasshoppers, I feel like, are going to get a lot of kills. So France, I mean, the UK advancing on the house. The British, the UK have been in this game this whole time. None of the coalition has broken and run. A lot of the units have, but they are still holding fast. And they are advancing to the attack. Look at that's gorgeous. I know I always get shots of the UK. It's running down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds, guys. It's going to be over. It's going to be a coalition victory, whether they take this house or not, because they have their 4-pointer and the 2-pointer. So. this point, it's just a formality. The last stands are the best. Only 2 flags left for the UK, though. All the rest of the flag bearers got shot. Imagine having that job, being like, hey, you carry the flag, and I hope you don't die. Look at this one dragoon. Oh, he died. I was like, there's one dragoon unit. You got some UK who formed square, getting charged by some French dragoons. They formed square, though, and this should hold back this cav. Probably cause them to break. And the UK are just going to form up around this house and force the French to fight with their backs to the wall.
Our men are running, sir.
Although this looks like it's going to be a little painful for them. Oh, and they're going in for the house, guys. They are committing to the house. Uh-oh. They're getting charged in the flank as they're doing so. Prussia, get in there. Help your ally out. You outnumber them. So all they have to do, guys, is just hold. They have a general here who's inspiring his men. Oh my goodness, the UK just had a ton of breakage just because they got attacked while they were trying to rush in the house.
Our men are running, sir.
The UK are starting to break, but Prussia is here to pour in some good volleys. They have a really good unit right here. They're going to pour in some volleys at close range here. And that's going to cause these French to break very fast. Oh my goodness. This is just torture at this space. Yeah. And France is still trying to hold. They just don't have enough, as we all know. And it's just going to be shooting the house down. Oh, wow. These National Guard were getting shot down by some grasshoppers now. Here we go, guys. The Yorkshire West Riding and maybe some Cavaliers are going to go for the house. I don't think it's going to work very well for them. They're going to rush in. Try to rush in. Oh, look at this. You got some Grenadiers. That's why they're holding. That is why they're holding. They got really good French units in there. Oh, we got some more units. The Hillers going in from Austria.
Our men are running, sir.
How long can you hold, you know? Charge them in the back. That's what I would do. Just bayonet charge. This is a general, too. George von Perch. Man, they are holding so long. Surrounded, undaunted. And that's the battle. The timer ran out, so I think that is a coalition victory. They had the most points. This one was set in by Dino, English Dino, I believe. Well played. It was a very good game. Really enjoyed it. Much longer than some of them have been. But I want to see... The artillery got 115 kills. That is really good for artillery. 162 for these grasshoppers. No wonder they ran out of ammunition. That's the best they got, 162. So... more of a support faction, I would say, in that battle. Some good kills on either side, though, for the most part. Yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you're not subscribed and you'd like to help me reach 200 subscribers, I would greatly appreciate it. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't want to continue to watch my content. I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much. You guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in another video.